Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Mariota now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a
This is Robert Turbin, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They go play action. Cousins. It's complete to Turbin, and he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will get the football at their 20. Out come the Titans now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Barkevius Mingo. From his outside linebacker spot, he comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Mariota now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Room here to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. It's Christian Michael. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 2nd down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Murray. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Throwing. Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he locates Walker, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Mariota on 1st down. He will find the rookie from Western Kentucky, Taywan Taylor. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. First down, Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They begin the drive with Turbin. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Going deep for Moncrief. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go with Murray again. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Mariota, they'll roll him out right. Stocker's got it, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st down, Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through.
And Davis with it left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now a handoff to start it out to Turbin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Cousins now. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
And how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And he's got Moncrief. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll run here with Turbin. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Turbin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now a second down run for Murray. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception, Cousins. This is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Margus Hunt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A dump down to Turbin. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 60 yards on the ground. They'll run again here with Turbin. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Adoree Jackson with his first NFL pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They start on the ground here with Turbin. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And again, it's Turbin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run with Turbin. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it now with Turbin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing is Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Play action now. Mariota escaping the pressure right. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And the Colts coming out now. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll send the tight end in motion. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. With it is Jackson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw is Mariota. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
A second down throw for Cousins. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. The Colts on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
We always look for breakout seasons, and Jack Doyle had one in 2016. 59 catches. What? He didn't have that in the previous 3 seasons.
No, previous 3, 35 combined. But he was stuck behind Kobe Fleener for a while. He went to New Orleans, really opened things up, didn't it?
Yeah, Dwayne Allen's been shipped off to New England, so Jack Doyle, truly tight end 1.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now they'll run on the draw. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. They're able to locate Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right on the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Mariota to throw it. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Al Woods able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. A handoff. It's Murray. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Just a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jarrell Casey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Cousins now on 2nd down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play fake. Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll try the right side with Murray. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
No other way to say it, but it was an off year for DeMarco Murray in Philadelphia, and Chip Kelly's offense didn't really seem to be a fit. But when he went to Tennessee playing for Mike Mularkey, boy, did he fit in a big way.
Finished 3rd in the NFL in rushing behind Ezekiel Elliott and a late-charging Jordan Howard. He was ahead of Howard much of the year.
I remember Coach Mularkey in preseason said, DeMarco Murray's my number 1 back. He'll get plenty of carries here, and he did.
Now they'll run. Murray. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Mariota eluding the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold.